The soft chirping of birds gradually awakened me from my slumber. My muscles scream as I push myself up in bed. Looks like being out of live matches for a while has taken its toll. Still, the pain is a reminder of a well-played battle, which is comforting. 9 a.m. With a yawn, I crawl out of bed and ready myself for the day. I head downstairs expecting to see Nikki. Hey, no one's here. Weird. I pull out my phone and see a text message from her. Hey, I'm going out with some friends for breakfast and then shopping. I was going to tell you in person, but you were still asleep by the time I was heading out, lazy bones. Kaido also said he's heading out to an emergency meeting. I know how useless you are when it comes to breakfast, so open the fridge and check the second row, TTYL. Useless. Opening the fridge, I'm greeted with the most delicious-looking egg salad sandwich I've ever seen. Damn it, Nikki. Always making it impossible to stay mad at you. I bring the sandwich to the table along with a poured glass of juice. I wonder what I should do today. So, here's when we have to first make our choices, and why is show an option? Let's get this over with. I know we have a whole week to work on our project, but I like getting my assignments done early. Hopefully Yuna's the same way. I dial her number and wait. She picks up after a few rings.
Hello?
Hi Yuuna, it's Hiro.
Hi, how are you?
Good, so I was wondering if you wanted to get together and work on the project today.
Sure. I'm actually glad you called. I wasn't sure about you, but I like getting a head start on my assignments.
I can't help but smile. So do I. She laughs.
Good thing we're partners. When are you free?
I'm free whenever. What about you?
Same.
Okay, do you want to meet around noon?
Sure. At the library on campus?
Yeah, let's do that.
Great. I'll see you then.
See you. We hang up. When I arrive on campus, I park my bike and wait in front of the library. It's a few minutes until noon. I hope Yuuna gets here soon. Every few minutes I check the time on my phone. 12:07, 12:13, 12:20. She still hasn't arrived, so I text her. Hey, I'm here. Where are you? I don't have to wait long for my phone to vibrate. Sorry, I'm still waiting for the bus. I should be getting here soon, I think. Okay, I'll find us a room in the library. Okay, thanks. The library is mostly empty, which makes sense. Not too many people spend their Saturdays studying. Fortunately, that also means most of the collaborative spaces are open. Wandering the shelves, I gather a few reference books I think will be helpful, but I can't find the specific case study I'm looking for. Shrugging, I head into an empty room to wait for Yuuna. Flipping a nearby book to a random page, I half-heartedly skim it. I check the time again. 12:45. It doesn't seem like she's coming. Suddenly, I spot a flash of pink hair. Yuuna is on the far side of the library searching for me. I wave at her and she smiles in acknowledgement before hurrying over.
I'm sorry I'm so late. The bus showed up way behind schedule, which is really unusual. I hope you aren't too angry with me.
Sorry, I'm out of red light at the moment. I return her smile. It's fine. I'm just glad you made it. She slides into the chair across from me. I finally notice she isn't wearing her uniform. It's weird seeing her out of uniform. You looked different. She seems concerned.
Is there something wrong?
No, it's just weird seeing you in a sweater.
Oh, you don't like it?
It's alright. She smiles.
It's a little funny to see you out of uniform, but in a good way. It feels more personal somehow.
Yeah, I understand. She points to the books beside me.
You already picked out references?
I nod. Well, I was waiting for you, but I couldn't find the case study we need.
Did you check the database?
Not yet.
Let's do that.
She stands and leads the way to the nearest computer. When we get there, she types in a quick search.
It says the book is available. Let's go check the shelves again.
She leads me back towards the shelves, occasionally glancing back at me. Once we arrive, she scans the shelf for the book and frowns when she doesn't see it.
I don't understand. It should be here.
Maybe the computer's wrong.
Maybe. But we can't work on the project without it.
Why don't we ask the front desk? Maybe they know where it is. She brightens up.
Good idea.
I start to head back the way we came when I glance at the car beside us. It's filled with books, but a specific title catches my eye. Wait. She pauses. Isn't that the book we need? She leans toward the cart.
It is.
Great. I reach out to grab it, but pause when I notice the horrified expression on Yuna's face. What?
You can't just take that.
Why not?
That's the return cart.
So?
The book hasn't been returned yet.
What do you mean? It's already been checked back into the system and it's in the cart.
Yeah, but it hasn't been returned to the shelf yet.
It'll be fine. We can make a copy of the section that we need and then put it back in this cart.
But what if someone notices it's missing?
I glance around us. There isn't a librarian in sight. There's no one here. Besides, we'll be quick. Don't worry. She chews nervously on her lip before giving me a reluctant nod. I grab the book and we head for the copy machine. Yuna's footsteps are nimble and quick, and I have to catch up with her. She glances back at me frequently, obviously uncomfortable. She steps back when we reach the copy machine and lets me handle the copying. It takes a couple minutes for the machine to warm up, and Yuuna fidgets the entire time.
Is it working?
Yeah, it just needs a minute.
We should hurry up.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. She seems unconvinced but stays quiet. The seconds seem to stretch and slow while we wait for the machine to process the copies. Yuuna continues to bite at her lip. Finally, the copier spits out our papers. Yuuna immediately collects them and begins walking. She quickens her pace, and the closer we get to the cart, and doesn't relax until I nestle the book between its brethren. That wasn't so bad, was it? She smiles faintly, but her face seems a little pale.
At least we have what we need.
Speaking of which, we should get to work. She nods and we return to our room. I type out the last couple of words on a report, then I lean back in my chair and grin at Yuuna. And we're done. She breathes a sigh of relief.
I'm glad we were able to get that finished. Now we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week.
Yeah. We'd been working for hours, and it was getting pretty late. Yuna's already packing up her laptop, so I pack mine up too. She then layers the remaining reference books in her arms.
I'll go ahead and return these.
Do you need help with that?
No thanks. I'll just be a minute.
She smiles reassuringly before she leaves. I tidy up the room while she takes care of the books and meet her outside of the building.
Well, I better head to the bus stop.
I'll go with you.
Oh, you don't have to.
I drove here so I don't mind. Besides, it's getting kind of late, and who knows how long the bus will be. She nods and smiles in appreciation. The bus shelter is empty when we arrive, and as expected, the bus is nowhere to be found.
We got a lot done today. You're very easy to work with.
Thanks. For a moment, I thought you were ready to bail on me. She glances curiously at me.
When was that?
When we found the case study.
Oh,
She shifts slightly.
I thought about it. I've never done anything like that before.
Now it was my turn to look confused. You've never borrowed a book?
No, I've never borrowed a book without permission.
It wasn't really without permission.
We totally broke the rules.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
We did. You're not supposed to use a book that's on the return cart. It's not done being processed.
Yeah, but that's just a minor thing. It's like when you forget to clean up your tray in the cafeteria. She stares blankly at me. Have you ever forgotten to clean up your tray?
Of course not. You're supposed to clean up after yourself.
Okay, then it's like... Good luck finding one that isn't chained down. Taking extra free samples. When a store offers free samples and you wait a while before coming back again so the person handing out the samples doesn't recognize you.
But what about the people who haven't already received a sample?
What about them?
If I take them, they won't have any.
They usually have a lot that they give away. Okay, how about... You've seen multiple emails to vote for a contest entry wants 1 vote per person. When a contest says it's only 1 vote per person, so you use your other email accounts to vote for the entry you like.
But that would still be voting more than once per person because those emails belong to me.
Technically, I suppose it is.
That's an unfair advantage.
Not if everyone does it. She gives me a disapproving look. Okay, how about taking a pen from a bank? When you go to the bank, or anywhere with pens out in the open, and you take one of the pens after using it.
But that's stealing!
Usually it's by accident. You don't realize you've taken it until too late.
Accident or not, it's still taking something that doesn't belong to you. Do you do all of these things?
Often. No. She stares at me with wide eyes.
But that's breaking the rules.
They're more like guidelines anyway.
I've never broken the rules.
I've noticed. Not even once?
It would lead to utter chaos if everyone ignored the rules and did what they wanted.
Kind of like this bus, right?
Huh?
Well, the schedule said it was supposed to be here about half an hour ago, but it's late.
Oh.
She looks disappointed.
I was hoping the bus issue would resolve itself before I had to go home.
It doesn't seem like it's coming. Can anyone pick you up? She shakes her head.
My family is out of town this weekend. It's fine. I take the bus all the time.
Let's get you out of here. I can take you home. She smiles but shakes her head.
I don't want to cause any trouble for you. I don't mind waiting.
It's no trouble at all. We ride the same bus line, so you're on my route home.
That's very kind of you, but you don't have to worry about me. I'm used to waiting for the bus.
I know, but it's getting late, and if I left you here alone, I'd be worried you never got home safely. Her cheeks tinge pink and she looks away, a small smile playing at her lips.
You'd be worried about me?
Yeah. I was the last person seen with you, after all. She looks back at me with a full smile on her face.
Well, it will get dark soon, and I wouldn't want you to worry.
I grin at her. Come on, let's go pick up my bike. She returns my smile with an even brighter smile.
Okay, thanks.
When we reach my bike, Yuna's eyes widen in appreciation.
You have a beautiful ride.
I can't help myself from feeling a warmth of pride. Thanks, I brought her back from the States. She goes everywhere with me. I hop on my bike and pat the seat behind me. She carefully climbs on. Are you ready? What is it?
What am I supposed to hold on to?
Your life. Oh, well, you're kind of supposed to hold on to me.
What?
What's wrong?
This was a bad idea. I should go wait for the bus.
I feel her squirm behind me. Before she can hop off the bike, I reach back, grab her hands, and wrap her arms around my waist. Yuuna lets out a small gasp. See? This isn't so bad, right?
Right.
I can feel the warmth of Yuuna against me, and the softness of her chest pressing against my back. I try not to think about it. Her grip tightens around my waist as we continue down the freeway. Yuuna diligently directs me towards her house. The scenery blends into a blur of color as we drive by. After a few minutes, Yuna's directions sound more confident, and there's a tinge of excitement in her voice. Her grip relaxes slightly, and I'm acutely aware of every time she presses close to me to speak. I feel her hand slip away for a moment. I assume to push the hair out of her eyes, and her chest pushes up against me as she sighs. Are you okay?
Yes. Sorry. I just love sunsets, and the view right now is breathtaking.
I quickly glance towards the sun as it hovers over the horizon, reflecting a trail of golden fire on the glittering waves of the ocean. You definitely don't see sunsets like these in New York. I could get used to this.
Are you liking it in Isokaze so far?
Yeah, but I haven't seen much outside of Ace.
You should go to the park. It's so beautiful, especially in spring when the cherry blossoms bloom. I used to go there all the time and play on the statues. You'll learn a lot about the town's culture and history there too. Although I haven't been there since a while, so I'm not sure if it's changed at all.
Maybe you can come with me and show me. She pauses.
Sure. After all, Isokaze is a pretty special place.
Yeah, I'm beginning to see that. She leans closer into me, but doesn't say anything more. Before long, we arrive at her house. She slips off the bike and waits for me to do the same. As I walk her to her front door, she turns to me. I don't anticipate her stopping and almost trip into her, but catch myself just in time. Still, I hear a slight gasp when she notices how close we are to each other. She suddenly becomes shy and takes a small step back.
Thanks for taking me home. I had a nice time today.
Me too. Maybe we can hang out again.
Sure.
And do something besides study. She laughs.
I'd like that. Have a good night. Get home safely, okay?
I will. Talk to you later. She turns towards her door while I go back to my bike. As I switch on the engine, I see her turn around. She gives me a brief wave before heading inside, and I wave back before heading home. Okay, now that she's out of earshot, I don't know if you noticed, but Miss Plays by the Rules was riding a motorcycle without a helmet, wasn't she? As I walk into the room, I'm assaulted by the sound of laughter. Seated in the living room is Nikki and two other girls. They glance up at me as I enter. Nikki greets me with a wide grin and waves me over, while the other two girls begin whispering to each other.
Hey, you're back. Where did you go?
I met up with Yuuna to work on our project.
Seriously? You did homework on a Saturday?
Yeah,
Right. I'm sure it had nothing to do with seeing a cute girl.
Nikki's friends suddenly seem to be on alert. We really did do homework. In fact, we finished the project.
You're telling me that you were alone with a cute girl for hours and all you did was homework?
Yeah? She sighs.
You're hopeless.
Nikki's friends glance at each other and giggle. What are you guys doing?
Playing Draw It.
What's that? The first girl speaks before Nikki can.
It's a fun game. You pick a word from the pile and draw it, and people guess what it is.
Sounds easy enough.
Join us. Then we can play in teams of 2. Yeah, join us.
I glance at Nikki, who shrugs.
Sure, why not?
Okay. The two girls jump up excitedly. The first one gets up from the couch and grabs my arm, then drags me back to sit with her.
Yay! You can be on my team. No, you should be on my team.
The other girl grabs my other arm.
Why? You and Nikki are like best friends. You two should be on a team.
She tugs tighter on my arm.
But he's a pilot at Ace, which means he's smarter and should be on my team.
Ouch. I feel like I'm going to be ripped in half.
Ouch! I thought you guys were my friends, not his.
We are. We are.
Then how come you guys don't want to be on my team?
They glance at each other, but neither girl lets go of me. Nikki crosses her arms.
Fine. Well, he's my brother, so he's gonna be on my team.
Both girls pout in disappointment and let go.
You're no fun, Nikki.
Whatever. You guys can go first.
Fine.
Nikki's friend picks up a card and smiles when she sees the word. She glances at me quickly, then starts drawing. It's a guy with blonde hair wearing something eerily familiar. The second girl answers immediately.
Hot. The word is hot. Yes!
They both burst into fits of giggles. Nikki grabs the paper and looks at it.
What? How did you guess hot from that?
She shoves the drawing in my face.
Would you have known this was hot?
How else would you describe me? It's pretty obvious to me. I grin at the girls who both blush.
What? Shut up, you're no help. Why wouldn't you draw fire or like a cup of coffee or something? Who is this even supposed to be?
Both girls look at me and giggle again. Nikki glances between the three of us, then frowns.
Guys, my brother!
So, he's cute.
But he's my brother?
The girls exchange a glance, then gasp.
Oh, we had no idea. Yeah, we're sorry, but you should have said something.
Nikki blinks in confusion.
Huh? Said what?
That you and him, you know,
She nudges her head towards me.
the relationship you have with him.
continues to look blank for a few seconds. Then her expression changes to horror.
Oh my god, no.
It makes sense as to why you got so protective over him, and why you wanted him on your team.
Nikki, you don't have to be embarrassed. It's okay. Gross, gross, gross.
Things just got really weird. I'm going to head upstairs.
Oh no! Stay and play with us!
Yeah, stay.
Nikki stands and pushes me towards the stairs.
Don't listen to them. Just go.
I'm going. I rush up the stairs, but can still hear them arguing below.
Why did you send him away, Nikki? We were having a good time.
Yeah, plus he's hot.
Ew, you guys, stop it.
It's not a crime to look.
Well, it should be. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go throw up.
Their voices drift away as I enter my room and flop onto my bed. I will never understand girls, but it is kind of funny that they thought I was hot. Actually, they weren't so bad to look at. I grin as I remember them clutching my arm close to their chests. With assets like that, you kind of forget things. Like that they're only in high school. The smile dropped off my face. Maybe it's a good thing Nikki doesn't bring her friends home very often. Just then, my phone dings, announcing an email. Breathing in relief, I eagerly reach over and open the email. All team rankings will be posted on Monday. I guess I'll find out my ranking when I go to school. I spend the rest of my evening browsing online for cat videos until it's time for bed. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I fall asleep. Who knows what tomorrow will hold.